Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cal, and we're back with Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And today is going to be, hopefully, an episode that I release at the same time I release another episode, because this is going to be a side quest episode. Lots of side quests, lots of cutting, showing conversations in those, but mainly, it'll be these here. The Hostile Takeover, with the Helena Blake, Privateers, we gotta go find the dude's brother. We need to go talk to Admiral Kahoku, we need to talk to Conrad, there's some Biotics doing some crazy stuff, and there's an uncovered Alliance patrol we need to go do as well. So we're going to be doing those today, and really just, we're going to try and XP max. We want to do everything we can. Of course, there are some minor implications in future games for these side quests, but we want to try to do everything that we know how to do. We are a do-lot soldier, so that is what we're doing. So first, we're going to be... oh, where should we go? We should go to the Gemini, I think, for the Hostile Takeover. This one? Yeah, Gemini. Yep, Ahan.
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
What's up?
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okie dokie. Woo! Alright. Let's land. We're gonna be doing a lot of fighting. Let's bring these actually, not gonna be any robots, I don't think. So let's just bring the big squad. Okay, y'all know the drill. I'm gonna go get all these things and then I'll come back to you when I'm done. Oh, there it is. I see it up there. Climbing's much easier when you have infinite booster. Okay, so we brought our squad here, but I didn't realize that we had actually leveled up. So, okay, what am I wanting to do? Sniper rifles is going to need to go up eventually. I don't remember putting points in charm myself. I don't know how that got there, to be perfectly honest with you. Reduces the recharge time on biotic talents by 14. I think, honestly, I'm going to have that full wherever it's at. Does this affect its time? Duration, so what's the duration normally? 4 seconds. That's actually not so bad. I don't think I really care about pistols, to be perfectly honest with you. You know what? Let's get lift up to advanced. Ashley Williams, we all know what we need to do. We need to get master overkill. Rex, we already have max shotguns. Oh, fitness. Doi. Actually, you know what? We want you to have throw as well. So, all right. So now, now it is time to kill these guys. Oh, these are the biotics. Everybody retreat. Like, I don't know if that was Rex's biotics or ours, but I don't want to get trapped in a room getting converged on by biotics.
On me.
Okay. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Died. That didn't work. Okay, that did. Oh, Rex. I didn't know you were here. Oh, lift him. Where's all the rest of these dudes at? Oh, there they are. Stasis, you? You're fine. You're fine right where you are. Move, everybody. Move, everybody. We gotta kill this dude. Oh! Dagnabbit. We done screwed this up. Oh, we're overloaded.
Shield down.
Uh-oh. Alright. I can't see any of them. Oh. Well, they're moving. Oh, that's Rex? Rex, what the heck are you doing? Okay, lift. Well, if they just let me. Oh, throw. Wow, game. Okay, well, we're just gonna do it like this then. We're just gonna do it like this. Warp him. Uh-oh, this is not good. Can we stasis the one in the back? Oh, he's the one that's actually warped. Let's stasis him. You calm down. Oh. I see.
I'm okay. Mitigil deployed.
Okay, seriously? Ridiculous! Okay. Lift him. Don't activate immunity. Gosh darn it. Okay, that worked. That worked. Okay. I think we'll be good now. We just had to get rid of all those freaking Krogans. Why don't they move? Sometimes the AI is a little too dumb. It's trying to be smart. It's trying not to expose itself, but by not moving, it doesn't pressure me very much. Alright, let's just stasis this dude for now. So he's stuck, which means we can go out here like this. Actually, we can just... So he's dead. Is Unity ready yet again? No, it's not. Alright. Okay. Let's get Rex back up. Oh, Unity's not. I hate it when it does that.
Patching you up.
There you are. Let's, you know what? Let's singularity you. Oh, what happened? Go get him, guys. My gosh. Crime Lord defeated. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going, but that's all going to change. One down, one to go. We found an anomaly out in space, the MSV Worthington. The ship appears to be in a shutdown state. The main thrusters are cold, and it is adrift off the orbit of Anthropos. Well, let's board it and see what happened. Let's bring Rex and Garrus this time. No, let's see what Garrus. Whoa, Garrus! Whoa, hey, whoa. Right. So we want full armor. We want to get him adrenaline burst. Get his sabotage up. We need to unlock dampening. And then get sniper rifles up. And get sniper rifles up. Perfect. And Erdnot, we already know him. And me, we already know me.
Empty.
Everything's shut down. Only basic life support is running.
Hear that? We're not alone. That was no accident. The whole place could be a trap. Take cover.
Well, there's a dude here.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
Alright. So we're gonna leave that dude alone for now. Oh, we got some more logs here.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't.
Yo, don't worry, girl. We're coming. We're helping. Well, he seems brain dead, but we'll see about it. Oh, we got some more logs.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines.
Oh, she's a biotic.
It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Yo, look, the innards are open. Oh, looks like we found Julia. Julia, I don't know if you know this, but we are also a biotic. Nice to meet you. Whoa!
You're good to go.
Wow. That was almost bad for me, Julia. Hold on, I'll let you get up, and then we're gonna toss you. She almost killed me with that one shot, dude. That was almost bad. Alright, well. I feel like... I mean, we could take him aboard the ship, but... You know...
That machine's keeping him alive.
No brain activity. He's dead. His body is nothing but an empty shell.
It's time to let him go. Shut down the machines.
It wasn't easy, but that was the right thing to do.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Message coming in.
Oh, I
Patching
guess
it
that's
through.
what the thing is.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
I think I've tried to take Caden on this mission before, and it doesn't yield any results.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics.
I see.
Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
What's the priority on saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my preference, but we must make it clear that these tactics don't work, Commander. Your top priority is to neutralize the biotics.
Alright, you can count on me. Dude, the galaxy map music being bumping right now in the middle of this conversation.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you taking the time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, so this must be where the hostage situation is happening. The Ontario is a Kowloon. I don't know if it's Kowloon, whatever. Okay, so this is just information. Right. We're here to save the chairman. You know what? Screw it. We're probably never gonna have this combo again. So let's actually, Ashley doesn't need to be. I want Garrus to be here so he could see how we do negotiations. Yeah. And we'll need to level up Caden, I'm sure. Yes. We'll reduce his cooldowns of biotic and tech talents. Interesting. So let's unlock lift, advanced throw, get lift online. You know what? Let's get advanced barrier too, since it's 1 point above unlocking stasis. Unlock stasis. Caden actually being a first aid guy's good. I like that. And neural shock is actually really good. We're just gonna unlock all the things for Caden. We're not gonna be very specific with Caden. He might not be sticking around. Who knows why? Who could possibly know why? Alright, let's save here. We don't want to be dying like this. Right after we just did all that work. Oh, I never updated my crew's equipment. I need to do that after this before I do the next mission. I probably have so many items and stuff to upgrade everybody with. Shame on me. Alright. Now let's save. Actually. I don't like F5 saving. I don't know, it's just never been me. Oh, crud. Alright, you guys actually, you stay back. You stay literally right there.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Oh, crud.
We need to hurry. They're gonna kill him.
I know! Aha! I got you! Alright, you guys can come in, I guess. Ugh, this is the worst. I knew this would happen.
Shepard's been hit!
I knew this would happen. Alright, guys, just... Okay, here we go. Singularity. But that only works on one person? That's dumb. Stasis. You. Warp. You. You should be dead. You should be dead. Yo, how is that chick still moving? Did anybody know? Alright, let's get our pistol out. This fight is always ridiculous. Garrus, still dying, super easy. Although they were maybe focusing him. Okay, that was one shot. Alright, 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 alright. We will heal everybody. Gosh, they just mob you and then... and then you're like knocked over, knocked over, knocked over. I mean, it must be what it's like when people face us. I do not like that it auto-scopes out whenever Garrus walks in front of me. It's super annoying. Alright, I don't know if I have the Renegade points to... or Renegade or Paragon to do this, but let's see.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
Oh, I don't know
Well,
about
I've changed
that.
my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Nice, I do. I do have my Renegade quite high. But... yeah.
If you die fighting, you'll get a lot of biotics killed as well.
What do you mean?
If people think that all L2 biotics are violent extremists, what is that going to accomplish?
Yeah, that's right.
But people need to hear about what the government has done and what it has failed to do.
People have heard. You've already accomplished that. You don't need to die for it.
Heck yeah. Okay, see? That's a good
You're
representation of the
I
yin
don't
and
wanna
yang
die.
in this Commander Shepard.
Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
I gave
Thank
a
you, Commander.
viable threat
I
that
thought
I would
was dead when they took me.
that I would kill
I'll
him
see
for
to it
this.
that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
Then you weren't doing your job. The 5th Fleet cruiser will pick you and the prisoners up.
He gets forgiveness too. You know, if that option was no, you're dead, then I wouldn't pick it. But you know, free Renegade points is on.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead.
And no, not enough yet. I think we have to get to the next bar to do the thing. Okay, well that gives me hope for my thoughts on the next story mission I want to go to do. I'm gonna be using a little cheeky thing. I want to try and finish the game as Renegade Shepard. That is, I need to have more points in Renegade than Paragon. I just never done it before. It's not necessarily like, oh, it's the end of the world, but I've never saved the Council and been full Renegade, like, quote-unquote, what Mass Effect 2 thinks of a Renegade story is. Like, you have more Renegade than Paragon points. And I've also never killed the Council and had more Paragon points than Renegade, so I don't know. I know that if you're Renegade and you kill the Council... You know what? I'm probably going to cut all this out, but I'm going to continue my thought anyway. I know if you're Renegade and you kill the Council, you can then make an all-human Council if your game is Renegade. I want to see what happens whenever you save the Council and you're full Renegade. But this is probably going to get cut in somewhere else maybe someday, but we'll never talk about it. Anyway. Alright, back to the ship. Biotics dealt with.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
What's up, Captain?
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation,
Admiral.
Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully.
Good.
Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
Yes, sir. Okay, and now we must resume our mission to go over to the DIS system and find, not Nasana. Uh-oh, can't remember her name. Alright, one thing you need to try and remember is try and scan the belts if you're playing Mass Effect for the first time and you don't know, scan the belts. You're gonna find little metallic things out here. You'll get light, heavy metals, sometimes some gases. Oh, is that popping? It is. But that'll help you with your, plus if you come out, if I zoom out now, and I look, it's like, you see all that experience and money? Like, number one, where does it show money, by the way? Oh, is it under equipment? Yeah. So when I left, I had like 1,000 credits. And I've just been hitting the planets, doing the side quests, and you get some money for completed quests, but you get like 5,000, like maybe, and in some quests you get like 1,000 for completing. So doing all those little side quests, these, like Prothean data dicks, Turian writing insignias, you get little bonuses each time you pick one up, and you get a big bonus once you complete it, but they help you rise through leveling up. Like, look, I leveled up, I didn't even notice. Again, crazy. Or maybe, oh no, I think I did notice that, yeah. But still, you don't get a bunch of XP for killing enemies. It's doing everything all over. So we're gonna land on Clenchel, and Clensal? Linsel. Anyway, I'm gonna do the old search around for all the hard rock deposits and anomalies, and then I'll pop you guys in whenever we bring them around. So we're gonna bring Garrus with us. No, we're gonna be doing fighting. Serious fighting. Let's bring Rex and Ashley. Well, you know what? Let's actually try Liara, because... Oh, I didn't do the squad! You know what? Well, first off, let's do level ups real quick. Okay, so Liara is basically what we are. We're gonna probably... This is gonna be full no matter what at some point, so we're gonna keep it. First aid. You know what? I didn't realize that she had overload. That's pretty good. I want her first to have access to all of her abilities, because I don't mind her using them on her own, but if she doesn't have them, of course she won't use them. So let's unlock all of her abilities. Okay, so now she's got them all. We'll go ahead and do advanced first aid. We probably should just do 3 in stasis. Or actually, I don't mind not having... like, stasis could be a one-off, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 in electronics, 1, 2, 3 in singularity, 1, 2, 3 in lift. So she's gonna be a pretty weak, but like, boom, 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 wizard. Pew, 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 pew. She's gonna be kind of like me, except she's actually gonna use her guns and stuff. All right, I will see you guys. Oh wait, I didn't do myself. I'm not sure I want to level up at the moment. I want to see if I can get some more renegade points here. But let's go ahead and get advanced unity, because we're gonna get it eventually anyway. So let's just get it and be done with it. Plus, it increases our health and our accuracy and our it increases everything essentially. Okay, well, our last deposit was directly next to our stronghold we're coming up here to fight. So let's rain down hell upon them. We already kind of shot over here because the snipers were shooting us when we were collecting our stuff, so... Oh well, whoopsie daisy. I went through our equipment and equipped everybody here with their new cool stuff. Liara's in Phoenix armor now, and Erdnot has some new... Rex has some new armor as well. Look at him. He's looking fresh. I believe we have the Reaper sniper, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the correct sniper that I want to use. It's not like a heavy damage, it's a high firing rifle, but it doesn't shoot a 3-round burst. I do not love the 3-round burst snipers.
Let's take them out.
Alright, let's look. Liara. Can you lift this person? Okay. This is still a triple. I thought... Oh, I didn't... I thought the Reaper would be a single shot. I thought that's what the Reaper was. Darn. No, because that's what I had before. Okay, so the Reaper isn't quite what I'm looking for, but maybe it's close. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Bro, these guys. Seriously. Rex, get out there. Okay, here we go. Now we can start. We'll lift. Oh, there's a sniper. Let's throw this one. Is Rex alright? Rex is fine. And let's singularity you. Liara, you can't be bothered, okay. See, this is why... This is why... Sniper rifles are broken. Oh! Oh, he stopped moving! That's not why sniper rifles are broken. Okay. The knocking of everyone down is why. Rex. Come on, man. Alright. Lift. And then I need to barrier. Whoa! That's the hard part about Legendary Edition. It's always the one-shotters. You could do the whole fight right and just get one shot. That guy. Can I lift him? No, I can't. I'm just gonna wait for him. What the heck? Hold on. What is going on? What is going on? So I did not change my equipment in between saves, so I have no idea why this gun is acting differently. If it was a glitch from before. Can you guys please kill him? Thank you. Is that him? You know what? You guys need to get out of here. Oh, lift, lift. You see, it's when I use the sniper rifle more that it actually worked. Alright, I forgot boss is over here. Let's... Singularity... Lift. Oh, he's still getting picked up by it. That's funny. And boom. And boom. And carnage. Alright, we warped him, so he's still taking damage even though he's got immunity on. Can we throw him? Oh, perfect. We got it. Dude, I hate that it won't let me zoom in if I stand still. I have to, like, put another input in before it'll listen. Raise our shields. Push him. Or lift him, lift him. Second crime lord defeated. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to hear that these two scum are no longer a problem. I bet they will be happy. I bet they will be. And if you notice, that whole fight, and maybe it's just the way I play that's different. Not relying on my squad mates' abilities and stuff, but to a certain degree, like, using a sniper rifle is just better than the abilities at hand. Because you can use the abilities through shields, you'd think it'd be better. But if you could use abilities through shields on Mass Effect 2 and 3, oh, they'd be broken. There's just something different about that. I mean, Singularity is not as good in Mass Effect 1 as it is in 2 and 3. It's completely broken in the next two games. After much traveling, we come to Helena Blake's, I don't know, like this little structure here. Helena.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Helena, why do you have guns?
With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
You were right. They deserve to die.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we going to have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men.
I don't see how I could see that.
Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
Alright, stay clean.
In that case, you're free to go. But if I find you in any slavery operations, I'll take you down without hesitation.
You won't. This organization can be quite profitable without trafficking in slaves or drugs.
Perfect.
Here's your payment. I'm certain that you'll find it more than adequate. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents.
Oh, I'm not law enforcement.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I'm galaxy enforcement. A soft tone sounds from your hard suit's computer as Helena's deposit enters your accounts. She bows graciously and withdraws as her men escort you out. It's doubtful you'll ever see her again. Now, wait a minute. How much money did I get for that? Yeah, see, I only got 4,500. Only got 4,500 for completing a two-parter quest. So doing the side missions of collecting all of the deposits and the deliriums and all, like these now I know I have a mod on that puts these on my map, but that's because, you know what? The game is 12. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. The game is 18 years old. This Mass Effect game. Am I doing my math wrong? No, I'm not. This game is 18 years old. Now this is the updated edition, so it doesn't necessarily look that way. But I've done this before. I don't need to drive around a map that the designers themselves knew was a flawed and rushed part of the game that they didn't have time to finish. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the way it worked out. This isn't the most exciting part of the game, this exploration, just driving around the planet. It can be kind of relaxing at times, I'll be perfectly honest with you, but when you're on your own, playing for the first time, if you ever do, just take some time to at least explore enough to complete the mission. Because it's not 100% completionist. Like, I will have finished the mission well before it would be considered 100%. Like, there's more than enough extras to hit them all without doing them all. For the achievement, I mean. Or for the mission. But you'll get so much XP and money for doing it. Like, oh, whoops. And not that you need a lot of money. Because eventually you will start, especially since, like, we're doing all these missions now, like, all the main quests where we get tons and tons of loot, it's all gonna be higher level loot, because we're higher level and that stuff sells for more. I promise you, I'll have 999,000 or whatever the max is, well before the end of the game. Well before. Alright, let's go back to the Normandy. So while we are here in this part of space, we notice that there is the missing person. Oh shoot, I forgot. We did the anomaly, but this is also where the, yeah, the ship is. I forgot to scan this. Oh, jeez. Faint radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine travel. Wait a minute. That was the Majesty. Is that... Oh, okay, I need to go here. Alright. Alright, there was some geth on this planet and other stuff like that, but it all has led to the mercenary camp. The mercenaries who more than likely attacked our ship that we were sent to investigate. Alright, so there's one. And we'll just snipe him with our thing because we can. I love it to do that. I love doing that with this mod. Okay, we did it. We did it. Pull up to the joint. What's up, guys?
On my way.
I have no idea what to expect here, although I think I remember this being quite hard, actually. Oh yes, I remember this one quite well. Rex, don't be a retard. Rex. Okay, good. Good boy. Ashley, you go there. They're coming to us. Let's do a singularity on you.
Charging up.
Okay, okay. Everyone's moving so fast. You lift up. Headshot, dead. Okay, you're gonna die. And there is Big Boy. Throw. We did get a successful throw. Oh, shucks. Stasis. Alright. And assassinate. Oh, come on! Uh-oh.
Catching you up.
Oh, boy. Can we barrier or warp him, please? Warp him. Do we have... Oh, boy.
To me.
Okay. We overheated, but it's perfectly timed. We can retreat. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. We got 3 Krogans down, I think. So now this isn't going to be too bad. Oh, there's the sniper, though. Ashley and Rex, you guys want to, go in there? Don't worry, I'll go first. I'll go first in the next game. This game, not so much. Lift you. ruin your invincibility thing. Oh. Ooh, right in the head. Alright, let's go.
Huddle up. You must die.
Oh, there's a biotic, I think, or a sniper. Okay. Lifter. Oh, I can't lift her. Singularity. Okay, perfect. Wait, is that dude still alive over there? Or is there somebody upstairs? The one we threw over the wall?
Charging up.
Bro, that dude's still alive over there. That's funny. Alright, well, no need to worry about him. Not yet. Dude, that dude, he's stuck behind the crates. We lifted him up. Oh, there's Captain Wilhelm. You've discovered the corpse of Captain Wilhelm of the MSV Majesty. His fingers stiff and wrapped tightly around a small data pad. Take the data pad.
Commander.
Data pad is going to be for his brother, I assume. This is my favorite sniper, but it's a good one. It's a fairly good one. Does a lot of damage. Overheats too fast, though. Oh, got a locker.
I smell trouble.
Alright, so that mission is completed. Now, we did get a transmission in the Hawking beta, I believe. Yes, the Hawking Ada, not beta. You know, it is what it is. Let's go check it out.
Message coming in, Commander.
Nope.
Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
What's up, dudes?
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Eta cluster.
Yes, sir.
He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with.
Yep.
Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the...
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, a but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
How permanent of a solution are you looking for?
We don't want this to turn into a massacre, Commander. Kyle is dangerous. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Yes, sir. We're gonna go do some mining and whatnot, and then I will get you guys back involved whenever we meet up with Major Kyle. Who are we gonna want to talk to with Major Kyle, though? Garrus we want with us, and you know what? If we need to do any fighting, I still want Tali with it. Let's take Tali. I want Garrus to learn how to be my right-hand man. You know? He's my dude. He needs to learn how to be a leader. I'll show him the way. Well, I don't know when we're gonna find this freaking compound, but when we do, I'm gonna... Oh, there it is. Come, let us solve every problem in the galaxy. Nah, we cool. We put our guns away.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I bet he doesn't. I'm biotic like you.
I understand why Major Kyle built this compound. I'm a biotic. I know what everyone here is going through. I just want to help you.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
I think I can go in and collect stuff, but not really that worried about it.
En route.
All right, Tally. You're about to see some negotiating. This might come useful later on in your life. Hey guys, how's it going? You guys don't happen to have any chests or malfunctioning containers, some first aid kits laying around that you no? All right, just checking to see. I'm here just to talk to your boss, Kyle. Have you guys seen Kyle? He's about this tall? No? Okay. Hold on, I know where Kyle is. I just want to see if Kyle's got anything stored back here. Oh, you guys have a technician's kit? You guys don't need that. And, well, this thing's malfunctioning, so clearly you didn't want to keep those things. No problemo. Alright, let's go talk to Kyle.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
Yeah.
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
So if they were actually... If he was actually off his rocker, cultish style, then he probably wouldn't really accept. If he had any... Because even they'll see... People who run cults will see logic and still not accept it. But we'll see
The
how it
Alliance
goes.
sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
Surrender or they all die.
If you don't come with me, all your followers will end up dead. What kind of father lets his children die?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
See, I don't think that would be...
Come with me, Major. It's over.
Wait, if
I don't think that's what really
taking
would
me
happen.
away, they won't understand.
If he was actually
they
this
will
insane.
attack, and you will be forced to kill them all.
But it's okay.
You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I mean, either he tries to flee with his people, but we're going to send a 5th Fleet carrier here to pick him up. Or he's lying, in which case, I mean, they're all just going to die anyway, so there's no reason for me to reject it. Sure, why not? But actually...
I think it would be better if you came with me now, Major.
I must do everything I can to keep any more of my children from suffering. This is the only solution.
All right, I believe you.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance Command Patrol pick Major Kyle up.
Yeah,
I
know.
hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Hey. You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take custody. Yes. Garrus, you have much to learn. You can't just shoot everything. Let's see. Have we... It looks like we may have touched it. May have touched it. We leveled up again. Alright, well, since we did level up again, let's just make our advanced lift, advanced throw. No, we're going to put 2 points into sniper rifles, because I want 1 point available in case we open up these here. But okay, alright, let's level up my squad mates too, and then we'll be back on the Normandy in no time.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in.
What?
I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
Alright, what's up?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology and live fire
I know what this
simulations.
is.
One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
We have a VI on the moon that has gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human.
Yes, sir.
You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Okay, so here we are in the Milky Way galaxy, going after the VI that's on Luna, our moon. You can go in here and read the descriptions of Earth and stuff. So we got like 11 billion people on the planet. Earth orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space. Yeah, so our old technology is still hanging out there. We haven't cleaned it up yet. What else is new? I think, yeah, so there's something about Pluto where, like, it's, it was described as the gravitational anchor for the, mass relay that's in the system. And we've also apparently fixed its gravitational alignment. It no longer intersects with Uranus, or Neptune? Neptune. Uranus is how you actually say it. But does anybody really say that? Alright. On to the moon. So this mission isn't going to be... let's see. I should bring Tally. Actually, bringing Tally's fun. Let's bring Tally and Garrus. I think I'm going to want more tech stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I meant to do equipment again before, but I did not. But that's okay. We should be fine. We'll do equipment after we make a trip to the Citadel. We might buy something. Okay, I think there's probably going to be a quick jump cut here. I'm going to shoot on over to... this. And I'll meet you whenever we see some action. After taking a look at the map, I realized that the other areas we can explore are just turret areas designed for a little bit of combat. You can get XP and stuff, but these turrets might accidentally overwhelm us. We'll just have to be quick about it. Just gotta keep moving. Oh! That's what happens when you don't keep moving. Alright, there's 2 turrets on each station, so that's not so bad. Actually... oh, that was a mistake. Okay, now we've only got the 1 tower left. Perfect. So I don't think it matters which one of these you go into first. Oh, let me make sure that our squad's leveled up. I still have my 1 point. Garrus is good. Tali's good. Alright, let's go. Let's drop another save. If I'm not mistaken, it's mostly robots. Okay. Tally. Oh, come on. With this bouncy stuff. Might as well just make it impossible to do it. Okay, you. Gosh darn it. Come on, Tally, with your shotgun. No! I need the barrier. Oh gosh. Just please die. Just die. Shield boost. Alright, one more. One more. And they're both dead? Are they both dead? Very nice. Okay, Garrus, get up, pal. We're alright. Ooh. I had to try that a couple times, not gonna lie. Sometimes Insanity does have some pretty insane parts. So right now, this VI that we're destroying, you might be wondering, like, why are you showing this? It'll be relevant one day if you watch all the episodes or if you know what happens in the future. I don't know which one this is gonna be, so let's just save, just in case. Toxic gas, okay. That's the easy one. Alright. The VI is eradicated from this section. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we're gonna save. Let's see how this goes. If there's a jump cut, then you know how it went. Sometimes the initial fight starts out better. We'll just have to see. Oh, okay. So, why is Tally blocked? Why is Tally blocked? Is it because she couldn't use any of her abilities? Was that why? Maybe.
Soft kill deployed.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's overload that one, please. Uh-oh! Stasis. Ooh, boy. Yo, we gotta back up, boys. We gotta back up. Let's back up, everyone. Okay, that one's almost dead. That one's not. Assassinate. I missed. Warp. Uh-oh, he's shooting me. I hate the jumpy. I need to just stop using only the sniper rifle. I'm being a bit ridiculous with it, but ay. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the building, what the fight's gonna be like. That first one, I think, is honestly probably the hardest one. Well, I think, okay, so this is the kinetic barrier one. Alright. That's fine. The second of 3 computing areas are now knocked out. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, right, I forgot. Whenever you shoot these, it kind of starts the fight, because they hear you. This is not good. Okay, hack, stasis. Assassinate. Perfect. Ooh. Go ahead and do an overload and a sabotage. Alright, now my turn to assassinate. Get rid of the rocket drone. We'll warp this one. We're gonna back into the room. Oh, that one's almost dead. Oh, why didn't it fire? Okay. Need to do barrier. Okay, so rocket drone, I think it just did a thing. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta kill this guy. Actually, overload this one. Alright, that's it. Pistol. Wait, was that it? Did we kill the other one? Oh, the rocket drone got smushed by the hack. Okay. Yeah, if there is one thing that I'm deathly scared of, it's,
You're good to go.
It's drones in this game. The way they move is very annoying. Now, if I was using an assault rifle or whatnot, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But since I've decided to be this person, apparently, who only uses sniper rifles and whips out pistols in emergencies, it just is what it is. Alright, a burst of white noise over all frequencies nearby deafens you. Your hard suit heads-up display interprets the data as a series of zeros and ones. 0100. No, just kidding. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights of the final VI cluster, flicker, and die. Specialization class achieved. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents and squad load screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over to your specialization class. So I was an adept, and now I'm going to be a specialized adept. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you can gain with each rank in your specialization class. Okay, so do we want to be Nemesis or a Bastion? Bastions use biotics for defense and opponent immobilization. Reduces recharge time of all biotics. Improves barrier and stasis. Nemesis. The Nemesis is a biotic specialist who uses Mass Effect fields to inflict heavy damage against opponents. Increases duration and damage for all biotic abilities. I don't actually care about that at all. We're going to be the Bastion because I believe that this improves stasis to where you can now shoot the enemy inside of stasis. So that's what we're going to be grabbing is Bastion. Let's take a look and see if we were right. So Bastion... stasis specialization. Enemies affected by stasis can all still be damaged. Reduces recharge time on biotic talents by 28%. We're definitely going to be doing that. So now that we have a good stasis, we may start improving it. We want to get to advanced barrier. Advanced singularity is going to be the last thing that I work on. But I believe Garrus also leveled up here. And Tally. Okay, so we finished the Luna missions, and now all we have to do, I think, for the rest of this episode is we're going to go to the Citadel, turn in our quests, and then we're going to talk to our crew one more time before we go do probably Novaria next, I think. We're going to go, since we picked up Liara, we're going to go find her mom and see what her mom is up to on Novaria.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Yo, look at Garrus, bro.
Logged. The commanding officer
Wow.
is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Real Admiral Mikhailovich.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander?
I guess not.
I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
Hey, I mean, you know what?
I wasn't keen on it either, but there are advantages to being above the law.
Don't let the title go to your head. No one's above the law.
Well,
I
that's
don't
not
begrudge the
quite
politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
Whoa, dude.
This ship saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
As you wish.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
Sounds like a fairly common situation.
Commander, I suggest you secure your mouth. It's going to get you in trouble.
No, it's gonna save the galaxy, bro.
Designed that CIC. Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
We've trained for it.
There are no amateurs on this crew. They know to keep idle chatter minimized during combat, and I can bellow with the best DIs.
A fair point. I suppose the design has no chance of becoming standard. No need to worry about a generation of recruits learning things bass-ackwards.
Nice.
I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
Bro.
Men of limited vision said the same thing about early aircraft, submarines, and tanks.
There's two ways I could take that, Commander, but that is true. I suppose the early U-boats weren't much better. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander.
Oh?
Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
You know what? I have very rarely been able... Probably gonna cut that. You know, I've very rarely been able to actually make these choices, because oftentimes I just end up showing back up at the Citadel way too soon before I've usually done all these side quest missions. I always forget about Mikhailovich being here. So...
I'm Normandy's commanding officer. The regs state I have the authority to say who does and doesn't come aboard. If you disagree, send a complaint up the chain of command.
Sophistry, Commander. You know I'm right. You want them on board that bad? Fine. Don't quote regs at me.
Well, then what's your problem?
You have anything else to say, Commander?
Wait, though, this is the check that I normally can't do.
Justification
Oh,
for the
yeah!
state of this vessel?
Normally, this is the harder one. Let's do it.
We showed the Council something they hadn't thought of with our fighter carriers. You may disapprove of Normandy, but she's just another way we're outthinking them.
That assumes Normandy's technologies can become practical in the future. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability.
Thank you, Admiral.
I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Yes, sir. Hey, we still respect him. He's still our guy. You know, we're on his team. But we just, you know,
Do you feel
don't take
that
no
your
lip.
training in the human military prepared you well for your duties, Gunnery Chief?
Trying to take down a rogue Spectre and his army of synthetics? No.
I see what I did. I toggled the helmet.
They didn't cover this in basic.
Calasini Algelani.
Commander Shepard? Police have been seen in Algelani,
Kalisa.
Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
People are gonna be just... What are you gonna do with this lady? We'll see. We'll see.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
I'm honored.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you
some
encountered
people?
any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
They know better.
I think they know not to ask me to work against my own people.
I think our viewers will be glad to hear that, Commander. You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public?
Sure.
Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
Miss Algelani, I wear the Alliance uniform. And if you think anyone other than me says where the Normandy can go, you're sadly mistaken.
No offense intended, Commander. I'm sure you have to follow the orders of your superiors. Of course, now your superiors are aliens.
Oh well.
One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Yes.
Saren instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime. Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's Surprising, Commander. The official line says Eden Prime was attacked by rogue synthetics.
This is true.
Good luck in your mission. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Yes. Ah. That was good. Let's see if we got any new licenses down here.
Oh, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
So we're probably... Oh yeah, we're well off of that. But let's go to the sell screen. Anything that is 3 or below, I'm just going to straight up sell real quick. Alright. Well, actually, we're not going to sell the ones. They're not even worth anything. So, but as you can see, I just got like 40,000 credits from selling my 3 level below and things. And look at all these things we could sell to our rec officer once we get back. But anyway, so we go to buy. Got some heavy human armor here. It's a 6 though. Let's see. You got Arctic Technologies. All right, perfect. All right, later, dude. We've got to go turn some quests in. Let's start at the tower. Because we have 2 to do up here. We got to talk to Admiral Kahoku, let him know that his men were involved in a trap, and oh, Emily Wong, what's up?
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you.
You put some clothes on, I see.
Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This is true. What about any dangers?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
Alright, we'll see.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent.
Jeez.
Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area.
I will.
Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
And get me XP. Admiral Kahoku, my friend.
No, I'm waiting to speak. Commander, any word on my missing men?
I found them. What was left of them. They ran into a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Yes, sir. Okay, finished that mission. Got some more XP. Now we need to go tell this guy that his brother is in fact dead in his, I don't know, his merchant vessel. He was raided, murdered, stole, and robbed.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. but I kept hoping he might still be alive.
False hope doesn't do anybody any good.
Maybe. But sometimes I think false hope is better than no hope at all. Please excuse me.
You gotta
I need to go
imagine.
make arrangements for his funeral.
My shepherd said that because if somebody like Shepard hadn't just come along and offered to help, he would have been wondering, and look, it's not wrong to hope that people are alive, but he would have been wondering and hoping for a long time, and that can cause an incredible amount of anguish. Not that it's right or wrong, but that's what our commander was thinking when he said that. Okay, now we need to talk to Nasana, I believe, and that is in the embassies. We also would like to talk to somebody else as well while we're here.
Welcome.
About your last main story quest mission.
I heard what happened under the Artemis Tau Cluster. The Council wasn't too happy about the destruction of those Prothean ruins.
This isn't a game, Ambassador. Shepard's out there trying to stop Saren from destroying the galaxy.
I know. Just try to be a little more careful. The Council's watching you, and we all get judged on how you behave.
Yes, Commander?
I should go.
Sometimes
I'll be here if you need anything.
Sometimes there's a little bit more, but yeah, basically it's I can't believe you blew X up, or X got destroyed, or X got killed, or you let X live. And it's like, it's always some combination of that. And Ambassador Udina is never happy with us. Whoa, hey lady, we'll watch it. I'm not gonna run you over. You're fine. Oh yes, and we need to go see Conrad, and we're gonna go to all the shops and see if they have any metagel or grenade upgrades. We will need them eventually. Nasana, what's up?
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
You said you had a job offer.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
You want me to hunt down the people who killed her?
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive.
What?
The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
You can't negotiate with criminals.
It's too late. I
What?
transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her.
Bro.
They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
I'm not sure that's a stupid law, but...
You got in over your head and you expect me to pull you out?
This is easy money for you, Shepard. I've already found her. You just need to bring her back. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau Cluster. I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
I do not want to take chances with my sister's life. I need a Spectre.
I should get paid for
Besides,
this.
you operate outside official channels.
Oh, she said she would pay me.
My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Alright, I'll do it.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right man for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
Alright. Let's go ahead and place the listening device for Emily Wong up here in the place. Dude, if you are playing this game and you don't have it modded, look, I'm not going to judge you. But not being able to sprint infinitely is ridiculous outside of combat. There we go. Planted a little bug. And we have a new XP thing over here. Okay, now, on to the shops.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma cluster.
Hey, we're going to the Hades Gamma.
When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Alright, oh, we need to put Ashley's clothes on, too. Yep. Ashley. Nice. Very good. Dang, that looks good. I don't mean, like, it looks sweet, not just because it, you know. Okay. Damage protection. Yeah, no, I'm fine with what we got here. And Garrus, do you have, anything cool? No. Alright. Well, let's talk with Conrad here.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre.
I sure
That's
have.
Incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do.
Yes, I
Hey,
am.
can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you. And I'll have your picture.
Right?
Just hold up your gun.
Aim it at the shopkeeper.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Alright, Conrad. No problem. Let's see if, what's his face downstairs. I don't know if I've got the mod on that adds more armors or not, but I don't think any of them are overpowered, but I don't believe I've ever seen this armor before. It seems like a white shifted version of the armor I normally wear, but...
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies,
Yes, show me.
Let me see what you have.
Show me what you got.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
I didn't even look for the upgrades on the other guy, did I? Okay, so we're not gonna get any of that stuff, I don't think. Wait a minute.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very
Iconic
good things
armors?
I have.
Oh,
You
that's
will
what the
see.
mod... This is what the mod is for the armor. Okay. So this will make it so that everybody can wear what they originally started in. Yeah. Yep. That's funny. That is funny. Well, it's not as good as what I have, which is funny. We can't even afford that one, but this one, the light armor for humans, I kind of want to give that one to, Liara, but the heavy armor one, it's interesting. It's not really that much better. So we'll just keep her and her assassin. And then medium armor for Caden, I guess? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy it for Liara and for Tally. Yes, there it is. Okay. So, the one I had on was this one, which is wildly better. I cannot not wear it. So the Onyx is the one we want to give to our people. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Okay, let's see if this goes somewhere.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Alright, that's it. Ah, yes, there he is.
Hey, you're that Shepard kid. Hey, been a long time, huh?
I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
I guess you don't remember me. Lieutenant Zabaleta? I worked with your mother. We served on the carrier Einstein. Well, that was 12, 13 years back, though. You were just a kid then.
I guess you're not in the service anymore, huh?
You're retired, yeah. You know how it is. Times are tough for vets. They always are.
I didn't see her much that tour. The ship was on patrol most of the time.
Hey, call your mom up and ask. She'd remember old Zabaleta. She'd vouch for me.
Okay.
Look, I need a favor. I'm kind of short on money these days. I hate hitting you up for money, but a man's gotta eat, right? So, could you spare something? Maybe 20 credits.
20 isn't enough to get you back on your feet, is it?
No. I'll just get a meal. You know.
He's not getting a meal. I think we have to be delicate with this situation, though.
Yeah. It's not a problem.
You're a good kid, you know that? Thanks. You ever want to come by and talk, I'll be here. Huh? Can't afford a ticket home, right?
Hey, buddy. We're gonna call our mom about you. Alright, I think that's all we need to do on the Citadel.
Busy though. I can't believe how many people.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Okay, we are returned
Log.
to the Normandy.
The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Okay. So, we're going to have some talks, and then in the next episode, we are going to do our next storyline mission. So, let's talk to Mom.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, XO Shepard.
Shepard speak? Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
Me too.
Forget it. I'm busy too. Do you remember Lieutenant Zabaleta from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
What incident?
What kind of incident?
You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170?
Yes.
We were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabaleta was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened down there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another.
I see.
To a slaver, a person is just another animal.
Yeah.
And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
Well.
He snapped after seeing what happened down there.
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it.
And nobody wanted to talk about it.
Especially because he never talked about it.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go. But take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
Alright. So we will eventually go and re-talk to him. But for now, it's time to go talk to old plank of wood Caden. And probably gonna hit on me Liara. Let's talk to probably gonna hit on me Liara first. We can get that out of the way.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Sure.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process.
Yes.
As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
we don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true.
We're like the
At first, I
Solarians.
thought
How
there
are
was a
you so
weakness of your
confused?
species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Intimidating?
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want.
Well...
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
No, I cannot.
I don't care what the rest of the galaxy thinks about us.
But you should. The Council made you a Spectre because of what they saw in you. You are special, Commander. You represent the best of what humanity can
I
offer.
know. Tell me
I looked into
about
your
it.
history.
No, just kidding.
I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
Why are you so interested in me?
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about
the man you are.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial
Oh,
interest.
I bet.
But it has grown beyond that.
I see.
You intrigue me, Shepard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Ash is special.
I care about Ash. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
Bro, Liara. Like, I need a warrior to be my partner. I come from a long line of warriors. You're just a scientist. You like barely come out of your shell. It's not our time, baby girl. I'm sorry. Sorry, it ain't gonna work out.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Please, let's talk about something else.
Let's talk about it in
Goodbye, Commander.
2 years. Anyway. Yo, Kaden, what's up? I just got hit on by the blue girl.
Anything you need, Commander?
We already did that.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They know? Oh, the crew knows.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name.
Well,
the L2s spike
fair.
higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
You distrust them that much?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Why didn't... Well, doing it alone sounds silly.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually.
Ah.
That's why Kinetics kept
Turians?
They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought
Yeah.
a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak.
Why?
So they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
You had a bad teacher.
Get your knuckles wrapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
They ever bust the guy?
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
All right, man.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okay, we are off to talk with the people downstairs. Let's start with my girlfriend.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Oh, I heard it.
You're a sister, I assume?
Until I get home and kill her.
Ha, nice.
That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Didn't mean to.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
You know what? Her dad was in the military. You know, I'll ask about the dad.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class.
Why not?
He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Look at this. No means no, and boys will be boys.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
Oh.
She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Just watch what happens when you're neutral with Ashley. It's insane.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
He missed?
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That was pointless.
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All time.
I'm gonna save us all the trouble of listening to Ashley talk about poetry.
For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and
Yo.
known. Cities of men and madness,
Bored.
climates, councils, governments.
Is the rest of your life story this dull?
Not everyone can win the Star of Terra, Commander. Some of us just live ordinary lives.
Yo, I didn't...
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
I think I could go, like, neutral, but you know what? Our shepherd does believe in some kind of God.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power.
I understand.
Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something?
Actually, I think that's probably why some people don't believe.
Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Not everyone's as close to their family as you are.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny, I never really thought about that before. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper. Commander?
What's your opinion?
Not sure I'd buy Dr. Tassoni's story about... Too bad those ruins got...
I may have ruined the romantic thing with Ashley. That's funny, though.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us.
The Krogan rebellions? What,
They
like 200 years
Jared,
ago?
One of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about you? What did you want to do?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding. At least for one generation.
I get it.
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
But Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
That's risky.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well...
Wait a
there
minute.
are some laws that even we...
Jared's your father?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day.
Jared from State Farm strikes again.
But we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal.
The signal? Traps? Yep.
His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left. And that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Man, that sucks.
Shepard.
Garrus, my man.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Anything specific?
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to
Wait a minute.
That case was a bit disturbing.
How so? Disturbing?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the cycles.
Yeah.
I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
The match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver.
Which is strange.
After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
So, many of you might not know this, but there are certain people in Game 1 that you can Paragon Renegade shift, but I think only one of them carries that actual personality over to Game 2. Garrus is that person. Although that doesn't mean that you get to pick the Renegade option every time and Garrus is going to be Renegade. No. Picking this option would be bad. That is disgusting.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
So, the reason for our Shepard wanting to Renegade-ish Garrus, we want him to be Renegade, but we want him to, like, be able to take over in our stead if we were ever to leave. He's kind of our number 2 in our eyes. He's got professional experience, he's military-minded, and that guy sucks.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
They just let him go?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs.
Idiots.
They wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I think you're right.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway.
I think they probably
Just wish
are.
I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Let's do it, Garrus.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Heck yeah, bro. Let's get him. And we will talk to Tali at a different point. It doesn't necessarily matter. But I'm going to end the episode here. Come hell or high water. It might be a longer episode. But it was Sidequest City. We have one of our three kind of quote-unquote loyalty missions out in the open now. And when we get back next time, we are going to be doing the loyalty mission. And then we're going to be doing our second main narrative mission, where we might be able to max out our renegade points. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
This exchange is over.